I'm Mark Farmer, the M of J.A.M. Co. Today's lesson is about making friends. Making friends is vital to popularity. The more friends you have, the more popular you are. If you don't have any friends, your parents usually nag you to go outside and do something active. You nerd! Go outside and make some friends! Let's talk to one of our scientists in the field of, what's it called again? Friends. Friends. Oh, we're gonna cut that part out, right?
Hi, my name is Teacher. And as you can see by my school supplies, my apple, and my dictionary, that I am indeed a teacher. And you can also see by my expensive $200 wristwatch that your tax dollars are going to a good cause. Anyway, back to my studies on this new phenomenon called friendship. I have been a teacher for almost 7 years now, and I have been, I guess, introduced to friendship by these young hooligans who invented it. And I myself have started to partake in these rituals. Now, I should warn you that friendship is like this apple, for instance. This apple will get old and rotten after a while. Same with friendship. Therefore, you should change out your friends every, I change out my friends every 2 to 3 weeks. Now, my studies have induced me to create a diagram of what friendship is like and the principles of a friendship. As you can see in this diagram, there are 2 people in the friendship. One is popular. He has money and hair. This person over here does not have money and does not have much hair. And as you can see, he's going out of his way to be friends with the rich kid because his arm is longer and he's moving a greater distance to become his friend. Notice our math equations of 10 length units and 5 length units. Now, my studies have also led me to believe that there are several popular misconceptions of friendship. Loyalty, similarities, equality, and happiness do not exist in the typical friendship. Like I said, you should change your friends out every 3 to 4 weeks. So that gets rid of the loyalty, which there wasn't any in the first place. Similarities, as you can see, the popular rich kid and the poor, unpopular kid are not similar whatsoever. Equality, again, the popular rich kid and the poor, non-popular kid. It just does not exist in the normal friendship. And happiness may exist for a small amount of time, but usually, once they realize that they aren't having much happiness, that's when the friendship ends, and they move on to the next person. For instance, the poor person will realize that he has to struggle to get happiness from this person that he's becoming friends with. Therefore, once he realizes that the happiness is not readily available, he will start to back away from this person. Likewise with this person realizing that he is trying to get happiness from him and dwindling on the happiness of this person. Now this may sound confusing to you, but it is an advanced art that has taken me years and years to research and discover. Like I said, I am a teacher. I have years and years of experience. Back to you, Mark.
Thanks, Bill Nye! There are 2 ways to make friends, as you can see from this chart. Real and semi-real. Let's take a closer look at each of these tactics. In a real relationship, you actually get to see how ugly the person looks. However, at the same time, you might actually get somewhere with this person. From friends, to girlfriend, to marriage, to babies. However, in a semi-real relationship, you don't actually get to see what the person looks like. But that doesn't mean you can't fake what the person looks like. You can even make yourself seem like a stud, even though we all know you aren't. However, on the internet, most of these people are actually 40-year-old men, regardless of what gender they claim to be. This means that you probably aren't going to get anywhere with these people. Probably. The clingy leech is the kind of person that follows you around wherever you go and makes sure that every waking moment of your life is spent with them. This means that any event that happens to this person that doesn't include you isn't an event and is merely a waste of time. Notice the creepy mouth, greasy hair, latching hands, and possibly forming a tail. The not really a friend is not really your friend. Merely the person that you used to be friends with, but now you have both moved on to bigger and better things. Because you don't have an influence on this person, they've turned to things you really don't care for, which means that you guys really don't have a close relationship. As you can see, the traditional not really a friend carries smokes, is tall, slumped over, and cannot see because of its long hair. The closely guarded friend is the kind of friend that's surrounded by another smaller, lesser known group of friends, and you never actually see this person. In this example, there are Secret Servicemen surrounding your friend, complete with gun and phone. There is also your friend, guarded with a cage. Enough said. The desperate friend is the kind of person who's really looking for friends, and both parents and teachers carted him over to you during lunch and forced you to be their friend. This example, we can see that this person has absolutely no muscle mass, has possibly hair, has too much sugar as noted by his eyes and mouth, has a rolling backpack, wears short shorts, and a Pokemon shirt. In a semi-real relationship, you may run into just plain girls. These girls typically come on the internet because of boredom. Here we see three subcategories of girls. The overly eccentric girl, complete with pom-poms. The generic girl, with no mouth, because she hardly ever talks. And the extremely social girl, who tries to get your life story out of you in 3 minutes, and if that's not possible, will swap cell phone numbers with you so you can text and call when she's bored. Hot girls are a rarity in semi-real relationships. They typically look for losers like you to compliment them on their looks. Here you can see a generic hot girl with a defined stance, designer clothes, and lots of monies. The 40-year-old man typically shows up in most semi-real relationships. They will pose as either gender just to make some friends, as they have none of their own. They will also change interests and personalities to complement that of their newly acquired acquaintance. Here shown is an image of the generic 40-year-old man. There is trash on the ground because he is too lazy to pick it up because he is fat. He has a ponytail. He is not moving. He is 2 inches away from the monitor. And he also has a nearby bottle of soda pop, which is not beer. You'll also see that his wife and or mom is calling from upstairs. Some people will try to catch you off guard by placing a cat, mouse, stuffed animal, or toy in front of the camera and then attempt to impersonate it. However, as you can tell from this diagram, it is not funny. As you can see, attempting a relationship is pretty much a straightforward answer. No way. Looking at this delicious pie chart, you can see the likeliness of running into each of these stereotypes. The clingy leech, not really a friend, closely guarded friend, desperate friend, girls, hot girls, 40-year-old men, and not people. Looking even closer at this pie chart, you can see that none of these people are actual friends. They're all horrible, disfigured people you'll never really want to run into in real life. Unfortunately, you will see these people. So, simply don't attempt a relationship, because it's all going to fall apart sooner or later. Anything to add, Bill Nye?
Well, Mark, I give it the teacher biting an apple seal of approval.
Alright, well, from all of us at J.A.M. Edumacation Films, or rather, both of us at J.A.M. in our next educational villager.